Hello friends, in the previous video I promised you that I will be back soon. So I am here today with a new topic, degrees of comparison. But before that, my dear, I request everyone to share the video with the maximum number of people. Please share it with your friends, classmates, neighbors, relatives and with each and every person to whom you know very well. And most important, tell them to subscribe the channel and watch the video till the end. Okay, so my dear, here degrees of comparison. Why the word degrees is used? एग्जाम्पल हम लोग लेते हैं. अगर कोई चॉकलेट आपको अच्छा लगता है तो वो कितना अच्छा लगता है? सिर्फ अच्छा लगता है, ज़्यादा अच्छा लगता है या बहुत ज़्यादा अच्छा लगता है? ये जो तीन एडजेक्टिव्स मैंने यहाँ पे यूज़ किए, अच्छा लगना, ज़्यादा अच्छा लगना और बहुत ज़्यादा अच्छा लगना, इन तीनों में जो डिफरेंस है इसी को हम लोग कहते हैं डिग्रीज ऑफ कंपैरिजन. आज हम लोग डिग्रीज ऑफ कंपैरिजन और इट इज़ ऑल्सो कॉल्ड एज डिग्रीज ऑफ एडजेक्टिव्स के बारे में पढ़ने वाले हैं. ऑलरेडी वी हैव स्टडीड व्हाट इज एन एडजेक्टिव इन द प्रीवियस वीडियो. सो नाउ लेट्स सी what is degrees of adjective with this example. Here you can see Surya, Simran and Arya. Surya got quite good marks in mathematics. He scored high marks in mathematics, that is 91. But Simran scored higher marks in mathematics, that is 94. But here one more girl is there, Arya. She has scored highest marks, 96. So here you can see that one adjective but has been used in three different forms. By seeing these pictures, we come to know that there are three degrees of comparison: positive degree, comparative degree, and superlative degree. I have taken five examples here: tall, hot, happy, important, good. Now, while changing these adjectives into comparative and superlative, what changes are there that we are going to see now? Tall. Comparative degree of tall is taller, er is added. Whereas superlative degree is tallest, est is added. Hot, hotter, hottest. Here you can see one change. The last consonant T is written two times. So the spelling of hotter is HOTTER and spelling of hottest is HOTTEST. Third example, happy. While changing it into comparative and superlative, the Y has been changed to I. That you can see. Then more important. Comparative degree of important is more important and most important. Here also a different change you can see. More and most words are used before comparative as well as superlative degree. Last one, good, better, best. My dear, through this slide we come to know that there are lot of changes while changing an adjective of positive degree into comparative and superlative. Now, why these changes are happening? There are certain rules for that. The most important, this everything depends on the pronunciation of the words. Example, important. While pronouncing the word important, how we are pronouncing it? Important. So three parts are there. So this is called three syllable word. Intelligent. Intelligent. It is a four syllable word. Happy. Happy. Two syllable word. And long. It is one syllable word. So my dear, let's learn now one by one the rules of changing the adjective of positive degree into comparative and superlative. Rule number one, if the adjective is three syllable or four syllable, then while changing it into comparative degree, we have to use more before the adjective, and in superlative degree, we have to use most before the adjective. So here you can see important, comparative degree more important, whereas superlative degree most important. Generous, more generous, most generous. Delicious, more delicious, most delicious. Accurate, more accurate, most accurate. So, hope you understood this rule very well. Now, rule number two, if the word or if the adjective ends in FUL, then while changing it into comparative degree, use more before the adjective. While changing into superlative degree, use most before the adjective. So, peaceful, more peaceful, most peaceful. Useful, more useful, most useful. Successful, more successful, most successful. Joyful, more joyful, most joyful. So, my dear, let's move towards rule number three. If adjective ends in Y, if there is a Y at the end of the adjective, change that Y to I and then add ER for comparative degree and EST for superlative degree. Happy is the adjective here. Comparative degree happier and superlative degree is happiest. Here you can see in comparative degree the Y has been changed to I. In superlative degree also same change is there. Second, busy, busier, busiest. Angry, angrier, angriest. And the last one, lazy, lazier, and laziest. Now, rule number four. If the word is one syllable, ending with consonant and a vowel before it, as you all know, that in English there are five vowels A, E, I, O, U, and 21 consonants. So, what is given here? If a single syllable word ends with consonant and उसके पहले क्या आता है? वॉवेल आता है, आइदर ए, ई, आई, ओ और यू. तो हमें क्या करना है? हमें लास्ट में जो कॉन्सोनेंट है we have to write two times. Example, you can see red. In the word red, last is a consonant, d is consonant. उसके पहले adjective क्या दिया है? e दिया है. So in such situation, while changing into comparative degree or superlative degree, जो लास्ट में डी है उसको टू टाइम्स लिया है. देखो, सो रेड, रेडर, रेडेस्ट. सेम फॉर द सेकेंड वन, हॉट. टी इज रिटन टू टाइम्स, हॉटर, हॉटेस्ट. Sad, sadder, saddest. Fit, fitter, fittest. Now, rule number 5, which is very common. Common rule कि जो मैंने पर्पली सबसे लास्ट में लिया है. While changing the adjective into comparative and superlative degree, my dear, the usual rule is to add er in comparative degree and est in superlative degree. So long, longer, longest. Bright, brighter, brightest. Soft, softer, softest. Tough, tougher, toughest. Dark, darker, darkest. Great, greater, greatest. Small, smaller, smallest. Tall, taller, tallest. Very common it is. Okay. Then rule number 6, that is irregular adjectives. You can see here good, bad, little, many, far. While changing them into comparative and superlative degree, we don't have to use er or est, or we don't have to use more or most. There are some different changes. You can see here good. Comparative degree of good is better and superlative degree is best. For example, my friend is good. Another friend is better. And one more friend is there who is the best. Then next example, bad, worse, worst. Little, less, least. Many, more, most. Far, farther, farthest. Or far, further, furthest. So, my dear, these all were the rules of changing the adjective of positive degree into comparative and superlative. This we have studied about irregular adjectives. Then we studied the most common rule, that is of one syllable word, we have to add er or est. Then, my dear, the word which ends with a consonant and a vowel before it, we have to write last consonant two times. Then y changes into I. Then we have studied that if the adjective ends with ful, take more or most before comparative and superlative. And then we have studied that if the adjective is three or more than three syllable word, take more before comparative degree and most before superlative degree. I hope you understood these all the rules very well. My dear, in the next video, we are going to take more examples of these degrees, and one more thing, we are going to use these adjectives in different sentences, or I will teach you how to make sentences by using these adjectives. So thank you so much, dear. God bless you. See you soon.